Welcome to Out of Our Heads 3. This month we have Hubble Bubbles Show and Item Show, Fran's World, The Great Throw-Dini, Haboo, the Rock Band, PC World, Bryn and Friends, and much more. Sit back and enjoy. What? Chongo's doing the projector again. Bound to be problems. Uh-oh, Chongo. Stupid boy. Go. Evening all. PC World here. I have in my notes of an interesting evening I had the other night. Oh, not that evening. It was almost closing time for the pubs. I walked into this bar. I went, ouch. It was an iron bar. I came across this pub. I went in. Saw this man at the bar with a dog. I said to him, "Does your dog bite?" His reply was, "No." Within a few seconds, I was bitten by this Shih Tzu. I said to the man, "You said your dog didn't bite." He replied back, "He doesn't. It's not my dog." It was a strange pub. This skeleton walked in and ordered a pint of beer and a mop. I overheard someone say the Elephant Man was on his way here. I thought, this is going to get ugly. So I left. Outside, I overheard two persons. One said to the other, "Hey, I smell bacon." Funny, I could not smell a thing. But I noticed they had bigger nostrils than me. It must have been that all-night calf round the corner. I noticed they were near a damaged car, so it must have been them for sure. It was dark, but I would recognise them again. I will get them, as I have several unsolved crimes to solve. Good night. PC World here. Hello, welcome to Bubbles Hubble Bubble Show. Stupid boy. So, what are we going to talk about this month, Bubble? What, Rainbow? What the rock group or the puppet show? No, real rainbows. What? You found a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow once? Stupid boy. So, you've got some facts on rainbows, okay? And you've written them down on a piece of paper down here. Okay. Right. When looking at a rainbow, everyone sees it differently. Raindrops are always in motion and appearance is changing continually. Oh, I never knew that. In Silesia, which is S-I-L-E-S-I-A, an obscure area of Eastern Europe, it is said that the angels put a pot of gold there and only a nude man could obtain the prize. It's a true fact, but crazy. Okay. Richie Blackmore from the rock group Rainbow was seen at the end of a rainbow eating a bag of chips, you once read. No, Bubble, I remember the article. It was at the end of a rainbow concert, you stupid boy. Well, it's time to go now. Me and Bubble are off to watch Rainbow on DVD with Rod, Jane and Freddie and Jeffrey and Bungle. Did you like that, Bubble? No, I'm only joking, you stupid boy. Now it's Fran's World and Haboo, the Rock Band. Stupid boy.
Hey, this is Red Capital, the world's fastest talking female, and where am I? I am outside Colchester Castle, which happens to be in the town of Colchester. That makes sense. Colchester is the oldest recorded town in all of England, so that's a world record in itself. And the castle is built on the site of Roman ruins. Now, because we're talking world records, who better to have with me than Mr. Dean Gould, who happens to be the founder and creator of Record Holders Republic. Dean, welcome here. here to England, which is where you live.
Yes.
Now, Dean,
Yes.
you have created this new book that is coming out. What is the name of the new book?
The book is called Believe the Unbelievable.
And it is coming out in a month or two. And how did you get
Yeah.
the idea in the first place to do another book? What was your incentive?
I just want all record breakers to be listed in a book every single year.
And usually that doesn't happen. What
It
happens
never
is,
happens.
Yeah, they're in the book, then they're out of the book, then they're in the book, and Dean has made it so it's possible that they're in the book. Now, you have a website that goes with this.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's www.recordholdersrepublic.co.uk.
Now, Dean is not only a creative man, an entrepreneur, a guy who created this new book, but Dean himself is a 40-time world record holder. Now, Dean, tell us what record you're most known for.
Beer mat flipping. That's the cardboard coasters that you flip off a table when you're in the bar. And I flipped 71 in one pile, blindfolded. As they turn over 180 degrees. Yes.
Blindfolded. People can't even sometimes eat blindfolded. And this guy is flipping the beer mats blindfolded. And he actually gave me one that I'm going to put in my cabinet at home. Anyway, this is going to be fantastic. This book is coming out. I'm in the book. Dean's in the book. And a bunch of other world record holders. How many world record holders are in this book?
Over 700.
700 world record holders. This is something you got to check out. This is a present you want to buy for next Christmas, Mother's Day, whatever. Anyway, check out the website in the meantime. And the website, once again, is
www.recordholdersrepublic.co.uk.
You see, I like that. He leans in. This is a man who knows what he's talking about. Frank Capo, living it up, but on Live It Up in England.
Live it up.
Right, this month's guests on Out of Our Heads are Habu. That's Habu. They're Felixstowe's up-and-coming prog or rock band, and Felixstowe TV are hoping to make them bigger. We have in the studio Alex Body, bass and keyboards and vocals. Andy Clark, stupid boy, guitar.
And vocals.
And vocals as well, of course.
Oh, yes.
Alex Dunbar, drums. He's missing. Ages 22, 23, 24. So if there were 5 of you, would they be 25 and 26?
Well, if they were born in 1987 and 1986 respectively, then chronologically that would make them 25 and 26.
Oh yeah, well, of course.
I don't think we'd be able to find 2 other people who'd want to join our band, though.
No,
I'm sure you would.
that's why we've been the
No,
same
no.
3 members for, well, years.
Years and years.
But we had different names, you see. We used to be Hokum, and we were the Alex Body Band for a few years as well.
Alex Body Band, not the Alex Harvey Band, but Alex Body Band.
No, bit of flagrant rip-off there, but we got away with it, obviously.
Why not? Right, I've got a few questions me and Bubble have written down here for you. How many songs have you written? Shut up, you stupid boy.
How many songs do we
How
have?
many songs?
Many.
I don't know.
We want a
Yeah.
number.
Somewhere between several and a few more.
Several and a few more.
Yeah, we've been writing since. For this band, we've been writing since September, haven't we? So, or was it?
Right.
Was it even before that? Seems like forever. But yeah, we've got. Our songs are relatively short, so we've got quite a lot of material, but we haven't got an enormous number of songs.
Right.
But sorry, I meant our songs are relatively long, so we've only got a few songs to make up quite a lot of material. But
Okay. What's the biggest venue you've played?
That'd be the Malt House in Ipswich,
Right.
which is a great venue. I mean, it used to be a nightclub called Zest until a bad thing happened,
Right.
and
can't
then
talk
it.
about the bad thing.
And then eventually it reopened as the Malt House, and they mostly do tribute bands, but we put on a fairly successful prog rock night.
It was what happened was we were meant to be putting it on at a very small venue.
Yes, in
called
McGinty's.
and a week before, literally 7 days before, McGinty's cancelled all their music. So in the 11th hour, we had to change everything round, and we were luckily taken by the Malt House. We put on a really, really good night there. The sound was brilliant. There's another band we really ought to plug called Butterfly.
Butterfly, yes.
Not Iron Butterfly.
Not Iron Butterfly, just your standard, maybe inch-long butterfly, but I'm sure they wouldn't want to be described like that. But yeah, they're a great band who
They're
are
fantastic,
another
aren't they?
local
Yeah.
prog band. We put it on with them,
Okay.
and we're hopefully going to do more prog rock nights in the future. It's a lovely, lovely venue. They just need to start booking, bands that write their own material.
Right,
Yeah.
That's the Malt.
The Malt House, yeah.
The Malt House.
Yeah.
In Ipswich. Lovely venue.
Okay. Right. Any future gigs in the future?
Future gigs in the future.
Future gigs in the future.
Yes, the one you guys need to see is Music on the Green in Martlesham. I believe that'll be our next gig when this goes out.
Oh yes, yep.
Unfortunately, like fools, we can't remember the date that it's on. But if you go on our website, which is habuband.com, HABU band.com, all our gigs are on there. And I ought to mention they're not just gigs, they're shows.
Their experience.
They're life-changing performances and rock music experiences, as you say.
Okay, so fantastic. Any recording contracts in the pipeline?
Only the contacts
Basically,
we
no.
have with each
Only with
other
ourselves in blood.
in blood.
We signed a pact in each other's blood. Actually, it was my job to
Make the original cut.
yes, and then we all sort of dipped a pen in each other's gaping wound and signed this pact.
That's why Alex isn't here today, because he did
He's
something wrong the
recovering.
other day.
Oh, right, he's recovering. Isn't
Yeah,
Go a little deeper with the.
blood loss.
he? Okay.
Yeah.
Needs to sleep.
Where are you from? Are you sort of local or?
Hell.
How?
No. Sorry, Felixstowe.
Simple question.
Well, they're from Felixstowe. I'm from Ipswich.
Ipswich.
But if you want to go deeper than that, we began as single-celled organisms, which split and multiplied until we were an amorphous mass of flesh,
Yeah.
which was then divided into 3 man-shaped lumps.
Right. Okay.
Mine was obviously the largest, but
So,
no
actually,
biggie.
How did you actually fall?
Unfortunately, Andy and I got the lion's share of the grey matter, and it's funny because we were saying your mate, I forget his name,
Bubble.
he looks rather a lot like our drummer actually.
Yeah.
Perhaps a good join.
I mean, he could definitely pass for our drummer if he had a shave.
I ought to
Except
say
up here.
Right.
our drummer
Shave.
is actually a pretty damn good drummer.
Yeah.
He just does look a little bit
Like a-
primitive.
like a turkey shape. A shaved turkey shape.
Right. What schools did you go to?
I went to Deben High School in Felixstowe, which is where I met our good man Alex Dunbar. We met when we were just young whippersnappers, and he was interested in drum and bass, and I was interested in Geddy Lee. And
Geddy Lee from Rush.
From
the,
Rush,
the
of course.
famous rock stroke metal or whatever you want to call them. A fantastic band.
and that's how we met. And Andy, you went to Stowmarket High, didn't you?
I did go to Stowmarket
And,
High School, yes.
We met in a park, didn't
We met in Christchurch.
when you were a
Park.
goth,
I was a teenage goth,
and I was
yes.
an obnoxious
Of 17.
young teenager.
Alex was an obnoxious teenager, and I remember I was just in the park with a couple of friends, female friends, and Alex just came along with his gang and began belittling everyone in sight.
I think it was
But
me and another
we
guy.
soon overcame Alex's hostility, with a few choice blows, and then
Oh yeah, that was
settled our differences over a conversation about Thin Lizzy.
correct.
That's Phil Lynott or Lynott.
Indeed.
Oh yeah,
we talked about
what a hero.
forming a Thin Lizzy tribute band.
We
didn't
did.
And I remember that night as though it was only 7 or 8 years ago, and we were talking about covering "Don't Believe a Word," which we later did in the ill-fated Shotgun Sally,
Shotgun Sally.
which was another
What a
band.
band.
But Habu is it. Habu is the band.
So how did you get your name? Haboo. What does it stand for? Is there a
Have
reason behind
all,
it?
What was the B for again? Have all
Baboons.
baboon.
Have all baboons united?
And then you get Bubble interested now.
Because, yeah.
Have all baboons united. I think.
Because I mean, if you've ever been out in Ipswich on a Saturday night,
you find yourself asking the question.
Yes, you find
Have
yourself
all
asking that
baboons
question.
united? Yeah. No, it's actually one of my other interests is aviation.
Oh, right.
And whenever the hardest thing to do, if you've ever been in a band, the hardest thing in the world to do is to think of a good band name that hasn't been used before. So whenever we've thought bands before, I've always gone through names of planes, basically, because they're normally quite short, succinct, easy to remember.
Yeah.
And the SR-71 was also known as a habu, which is a Japanese word for a poisonous snake. And yeah, we are all we're more likely to be big in Japan than anywhere else, aren't we?
Well, one thing that's worth mentioning about the name is that it passed the Google test.
It passed the Google test.
That's important, isn't it? Really? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, for those not familiar with the term, the Google test is for band names is when you type the name of your desired name for the band and band. So in this case, Habu Band into Google, and then if a band already in existence with that name pops up in the first page of results, that name has failed the Google test. And Habu was the first good name that passed the Google test.
Exactly.
Right. Now, you've got a real famous uncle. Let's talk about him. Now, you didn't tell me this till 2 minutes before we were going to do the interview.
Well,
it's
yes,
very interesting.
It is true that I am related to the one and only Herbie Flowers, who, for those not entirely familiar with that name, is a very prolific British session bass player.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's, he's played with so many.
T-Rex.
Yeah, T-Rex,
Yeah.
David Bowie,
Wow.
Elton John, Lou Reed. He was in Sky with the famous classical guitarist John Williams. Many things. The one thing most people probably don't know is that it was him playing the famous dun 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 Jaws theme music on
Really?
the double bass. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah. He also played on Walk on the Wild Side, didn't he?
Yes.
Based on Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed, Lou Reed was from the Velvet Underground, and which I'm plugging the T-shirt now. Actually, the Velvet Underground, shiny boots of leather.
Yep, and he actually doubled that famous bass line, first on a double bass, an upright bass, and then went and played the same thing over it on a bass guitar.
Right. So you've met him several times?
Once briefly at a family gathering. I mean, you see, my dad's family and Herbie are from East Sussex.
All right.
You see, and I've always lived in Suffolk and East Anglia myself, so obviously our paths haven't crossed a great deal of times. But he has sent the odd letter and sort of Christmas cards every year, and my dad does sort of speak to him occasionally, and he is aware that I am musical. So Herbie, you're out there, come to a show sometime.
He's played a lot of George Harrison LPs as well, hasn't he? Yes.
No, I'm not familiar
There's
with any
all
George
sorts.
Harrison
I mean, we
Everything,
could.
isn't he? He's one of the top session men that I can actually think of.
Yeah.
Herbie Flowers. Yeah.
I mean, this could run and run, because obviously he's magnificent and prolific. But what else is magnificent but maybe not so prolific is Habu.
Habu. Yes.
That was beautifully brought back.
Sorry. Right. Is there anything else you would like to add to all this?
Well, come and see us live, you guys,
Yeah.
out there in internet land.
Internet land. Come and
Come and see us live. Go on habuband.com and see there's a tab called Music Concerts, and that will tell you everything you need to know. When you come and see us live, you will find that we do not only look good, We smell good.
But do you taste good?
We feel good.
We feel good.
Good.
Well, you know, you don't need to ask anyone else about that. You got that right from the source.
Well, that's it. And I want to thank you both for coming to the studio today. And it's now time for Bubbles' Item Show.
Let Mandela go.
Stupid boy. Shut up, you stupid boy. Welcome to Bubbles' Item of the Month show. Shut up, Bubble. What have you brought in this month for the show, Bubble? What's over there? What? It's a jar of mustard. Ah, can't you bring in something more interesting than a jar of mustard? No thought is going on with your show, Bubble. Oh, dear. I know you like mustard on your chips. What, you've got some facts on mustard? Okay, down here. Oh. Okay. Mustard is one of the world's most ancient spices and oldest known condiments. Ooh. It is believed that mustard was first cultivated in India 3,000 years BC and later taken to Britain by the Romans, who used it as a condiment and pickling spice. Well, America uses more mustard than any other country in the world. Must all those burgers, I reckon. Mustard Day is the first Saturday in every August every year at the Mount Horeb Mustard Museum in Wisconsin, USA. Not that interesting, but yeah, not bad, I suppose. Okay. What? You want me to try a chip and mustard? Oh, well, I'm game for anything. Try it. Oh dear. Oh, that's disgusting, Bubble. Oh. No wonder you get a gut ache all the while. Oh. Bubble. Oh gosh. Oh. It's awful. Bubble, I found one of your cotton buds in the back of the car earlier. I've got some mustard on it. I don't know. Yeah, you like mustard, don't you? What's the matter? Well, it's not mustard. I know it isn't. You stupid boy. Time to go. Now it's USA time with Fran's World again. Then the Great Frodini. Uh-oh. Chungo.
Welcome to another Cup of Capo. Now, today, I am in Chicago at the Adventurers Club. And why am I here? Because they're having the 100th anniversary of the Adventurers Club here in Chicago. And I am with my new friend here, Dave Barr. Now, Dave is fantastic. We've been talking about things. Dave holds 2 world records. But Dave, tell my audience here some of the things you did to give people the motivation that nothing is impossible.
Well, first of all, the 2 Guinness World Records. One is for going from the Atlantic Ocean in a direct line all the way to Pacific, across Northern Europe, Russia, and Siberia. I had to do it in the winter because there's no roads in the eastern Siberia, east of Chita, okay? And it's just swamps, and they have to do it when it's frozen. Now, the fact that I'm a bilateral amputee, meaning I have a leg off above the knee and a leg off below the knee, right, means that I can ride in the Russian winter and not get cold feet. There is an advantage to everything.
You see that? Look at it. He looks at that positively. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the upside.
Anyway. Exactly.
And and the second Guinness World Record is for going to the 4 extreme compass points of Australia. And these records have nothing to do with my disability. I simply did them. Guinness Book don't have a category for people with disabilities. Don't have it. So we're on an equal playing field. The reason I did that, those 2 records, plus I've done a journey around the world, that topped and bottomed the continents and went around the sides. It was an 83,000-mile ridden journey.
83,000 miles on a motorcycle.
On a 1972 Harley-Davidson Wide Glide. The motorcycle's in the AMA Hall of Fame right now. Okay, now the reason I did these things is number 1, right? The Guinness records give me something tangible to show an audience to say, if I can do this in my condition, there is absolutely nothing that you can't do if you're not willing to go out. you are willing to go out and take the knocks and keep moving forward and make your vision a reality. I don't like to use dreams. Sportsman and actor use those terms, and I don't particularly care for these people. But at the same time, right, your vision is what is inside you that's telling you, this is why I'm here in this world right now.
And this is the perfect message of what he gives to people, is that you be persistent and that nothing is impossible. And he's proved that. And I am so happy that I met my new friend here, and we're going to be talking with other fantastic people. But just remember, nothing is impossible if you set your mind to it. He's proved it. I've proved it. Now you go out and prove it.
Stabbing myself with the point of an axe. Better me than them. This brings me to, really loud, supposed to be okay. This brings me to the audience participation part of the program. So if I can get any woman who wants to volunteer her partner, be my assistant, now's the time. Ladies, raise your hand. You can't say no to ECAT. Go ahead.
Dang, man, that goes back tonight.
Oh, we got it. What's your name? Lucky? Okay, please stand right over there. And now I'd like you to stand right there. She'll take care of you, don't worry. Okay, Lucky, I'm going to do perhaps the most difficult stunt for a knife throw. Pay attention. The most difficult stunt. Card trick. It's a magic audience, so let's do our best. Tell me when to stop. Okay, put your card. Don't tell me. Okay, the magicians have to prove it. That looks good. How about the Jack of Spades? Is that your card? What do you expect? I'm a knife thrower, not a magician. All right, let's get rid of these. And, while you're here, I've got something. Well, she's setting him up. I am really feeling lucky tonight. You know where this is going, don't you? Better him than me. I can't stand to watch this. What are you throwing, money? Everything's fine. Stay right where you are. Okay, don't move. Oops, you want to put that up a little bit, you can? Come on, open your legs a little bit. Give me some room. Open.
It's okay. It's it. This is that. Sorry.
I can do it.
You can do it.
Ready? going. You survived. I knew you were going to look back. Thank you, Lucky. One more thing here, Lucky.
Evening all. PC World here. Now on the beat, sometimes I get very bored. The other day I had an hour with nothing to do. I hate to see all this taxpayers' money go to waste. So I did this. See? I always make sure I'm busy. PC World here. Good night.
Stay there.
What are you doing, Bubble? A crossword? Let's have a look. Bubble, you can't have words like that in a crossword. They're not even the right words. It's a family paper as well. You stupid boy. I don't know, Bubble, you can't do crosswords, you can't do maths, you can't do anything right. You can't climb trees without falling down and landing on your stomach. Oh, I just don't know. You're useless at everything. I mean, all the times in the past, I could go on and on. The list would be endless and endless and endless and endless and endless. Oh, what's the matter, Bubble? Oh, sorry, Bubble, I didn't mean it all. What? Say I love you. I love you. Louder, without my hand over my mouth. What? On telly? Okay. I love you. I love you. You were joking. Oh, you stupid boy.
Evening all. PC World here. Remember those two I was telling you about standing in the damaged car? Well, I tracked one of them down and arrested him. Here he is. You stupid boy. I'm going to send you to Hartlepool and you're going to be hanged like that other monkey. You stupid boy. Good night. PC World here.